Hello, good morning. Another early morning walk to get my energy levels up. My goodness, I watched a video this morning. I won't say who, but I think you know who. 58 years old, and he's talking about his energy level was dropping. Yes, I suppose you could say that. We all will notice energy levels drop. But the point is, whilst he might feel his energy level dropping, I do too, but I'm 77. But I also know that if you keep working, you keep your energy level at a level that you can manage on a daily basis. I think what's important is that you don't stagnate, that you don't just become retired in a chair in the Philippines. Many of you, of course, have got online work. I hope you aren't on a tourist visa, because you're not allowed to work on a tourist visa. Even an online activity such as having a video channel without having the appropriate visa. And I can assure you they're starting to look more closely at foreigners who are maybe not sticking to the rules. But then, generally speaking, most of you get round that by going and marrying a young Filipino, somebody who can keep your energy levels up. But whilst you can talk about energy levels, many of you have started your video channel maybe building a home or in some form of construction here, which is great, because for many it's an enjoyable video to watch, one where you can get ideas and maybe experience it yourself when you came here. But one of the things that you will notice is that if you're in England, as an example, finding a piece of land is just the first step. Finding a piece of vacant land with freehold title to build on, build a home, is just the first of many obstacles along the way. Environmental impact, building permits, getting planning permission, all those things are, for most people, are out of reach, because simply they don't have enough time every day to follow the laborious process of applying for planning permission. And of course the cost involved in appealing various aspects brought on by overzealous employees of the government who just don't like you and they want to make your life miserable. Well, here in the Philippines, of course, it's a different story. The reason for that, of course, is that yes, they have planning permissions, they have building constraints, but nowhere near the kind of thing here. You can almost say you can draw your plans up virtually on any old piece of paper, but that's not quite true. But what many of you do is you maybe do a little sketch of what you plan or what you'd like to have built, and then you go down to a local architect and ask him to do the drafting, to do the full set of plans for you. And for most it's around the 35 to maybe 40,000 pesos to get that process done. But it's quite a simple one, because once it's done, it takes about 2 or 3 weeks before you had a little chat with the municipal engineer, spoken with the fire service. All of those things are covered. But again, it's a pleasant experience. It's not something that you have to dread when you do it. And of course, trying to find a builder is the next thing. When you do find one, keep hold of him, mate. Keep him working no matter what he's doing. Keep him on site. Keep him well paid, and make sure that he realizes that you're offering him a job for a long period of time. Regular money, regular food, regular snacks. That goes a long way to keeping your man on the job. Because also the thing is that when the house is built, you'll find that there's always somebody needed to help you, maybe finish off this or add something more to the property that you had forgotten at the start, or you realized you might like to have. It might be landscaping, it could be building walls, fences, whatever, plastering, painting, you name it. After all, talking about energy levels, I have, I think it's last count, I think I have four sets of scaffolds, or is it 3? I'm just trying to mentally I think it's 3. So that will get you up about 20 feet off the ground. They all stack up on top of each other. They have like a ladder system on the end, and you can either buy stainless steel or galvanized iron platforms that link and connect in between. But when you're 77, you take it a little easier when you start climbing up. You get used to the shake of the frame. But as long as you think positively and you tie it down so it doesn't accidentally fall, you're pretty good at going up there. I'm a very good little monkey for climbing up scaffolds. But once you're up there, as long as you don't have a fear for heights, it's a great opportunity to just take it easy, carry on doing your skim coat or top coat, whatever you want to call it, and maybe sanding down. Again, we have the fortunate situation where we don't arrive with a little bag full of made up, make to do tools. We have real tools that we can go out and buy to make our job that much easier. So the point that I'm making is that energy levels also are in your mind. You have to think about what you plan to do, whether it's feasible for you to do it, and maybe always get another person to help with you. After all, labour is very cheap here, but it's also company. So whilst you're doing the work, you have someone to chat to, even if it's just basic English, someone to joke with, someone to just get a good feel of what you're doing together. And it's a way of building bridges with those around you. They'll always be popping by and seeing if there's any extra work that you want done. And of course, there's always something to be done on a house here or anywhere in the world. So my advice to everybody is keep active. Don't just sit there in front of a computer all day. Don't stay locked into your room because aircon is there. Get out, breathe the fresh air. Take a look at life as it can be, which is a great place to be in the Philippines. Don't listen to all the negative parts of how life could be, but it isn't, because the place is full of opportunity. Not necessarily business, but just, in fact, I'd say no business is good business in the Philippines, unless you're from a Chinese background and you have an unlimited resource of funds to pour into into those properties. My goodness, they've provided a lot of space on this property for wow. Good morning. It's amazing. It's a garage for cars. Looking very good. They're building a big house there. 3 stories. And lots of space for cars, it looks like. Not very talkative, but maybe he's got reason to be saying maybe to me, mind my own business. This part of a subdivision here, where a lot more homes have been built of a higher quality. They're not these little pokey 2 up, 2 downs that you find in many of the little subdivisions here in the Philippines. But there's some houses there behind me. I keep forgetting you're looking at my mush, not necessarily looking. Yeah, look at that, quite big homes, very big homes. Anyway, it's just an opportunity for you to get to see and hear the sights and sounds in just one little part of the Philippines each day. So you look after yourselves, enjoy your weekend, and hopefully we'll get to see you later. Maybe tomorrow, maybe I'll do a live soon. That will be good. Catch up with some of you that don't necessarily make comments to my videos. And you all have a lovely day. Bye now.